Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you very much for joining us. We are back with another AMA, special AMA with the Slash Vision Live. How you guys doing? And thank you very much for tuning in. We got a special guest, Tokyo from Slash Vision Labs. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you, GM. Good day, good evening, wherever wherever it is, I guess.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so I guess before we get into the discussion, we would like to let you guys know we got a few campaigns going on. So if you guys are watching from Get Live Room, you guys already know what it is. Red packets will be distributed. Multiple red packets will be distributed during this AMA. So I hope you guys win some of that. Usually it's just they're just going to eat very quickly. So please go ahead and try to just click as soon as possible, as fast as possible. And just a tip, just a one tip. You get if you guys are listening on a Get.io app, I guess that you have a better chance of winning the right package. So if you haven't downloaded it, just Get.io app. Go ahead and do so for now. And also, we got a lucky draw winners. This is for X audiences. So if you guys are watching on an X, listening on an X, you guys will have a chance to share the 16,008 SVL token prize pool. All right. So if you guys are here supporting us, thank you very much, first of all. And also, if you guys are listening, and please just show us that you're here by just throwing emojis and giving us a comments in the comment section below, and tell us why you're bullish on SVL. All right. So, and
Awesome.
also the yes, sir. Winners will be announced later on after this AMA, so stay tuned as well. And also, the another campaign's going on, Share to Win. Audiences who share this AMA live stream to the social media will stand a chance to share the 16,000. I was 16,000, 10,672 SVL prize pool. So good luck with that as well. And also, we got a referral campaign as well. So if you guys are watching and then also inviting your friends to watch this session, we'll each receive $5. All right, and also for new users, if you guys haven't created another account, Get.io official accounts, you guys might as well do so for now, and you might win the chance to win. You might stand a chance to win a $5 reward as well. And also, if you guys do it and just go through the KYC verification process number two, you also receive the $5. So make sure to do so today. And if you guys already have, this is not for you, but thank you very much for supporting us. You guys are awesome as always. And we see you guys familiar faces out here. And without further ado, we go into get into the discussion. Oh, one more thing I forgot before we go moving on. Nothing we discuss is the financial advice, so please just do your own research before you make any investment decisions. But we always here to support you guys, especially in DYOR, do your own research. So we always value deliver the valuable and helpful information for you guys to make a better financial decision. So this is why we brought a special guest today, Takio from Slash Vision Labs, to learn more about what's going on with the Slash Vision Labs behind the projects. All right. So I guess, oh yeah, and also my name is Danny from Get Out Community Manager and today's co-host. And so I guess we can get into that. We can get it started. So Taki, are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for having me.
All right, so that's great. So could you please briefly introduce yourself and your crypto backgrounds, and as well as a little bit briefly about Slash Vision Labs as well?
Sure. Okay, hey everyone. My name is Tokyo. I am currently the COO of a project called Slash Vision Labs. I joined the team right at the beginning, late 2022. I started out as an intern, actually, kind of just jumping into the crypto scene, and I came from a non-crypto background, so I only started at the tail of, I guess, DeFi summer, at the tail of the last bull run. So I haven't really seen bull run, the actual bull run yet, the craze just yet. I'm currently overseeing operations, uh, partnerships, investor relations for Slash Vision Labs, and heading the biz dev with a team of around 18 people, 18 or no 20 people now. Yeah, so far. And Slash Vision Labs, really briefly, and I'm sure I'll get into the explanations a little bit later, but we are a crypto payments project, and we're focusing around East Asia and more specifically Japan. And we want to be sort of the reason and the catalyst for a new wave of crypto people to come in, hopefully when this, if, or when this bull run comes, crossing my fingers in the next few months into next year.
All right, thank you very much for your introduction about yourself and about the SVL slash Vision Labs. So I guess that we got 5 questions prepared on our end, and also later on we will just pick 5 questions from the community. We already picked it, pre-picked after before this AMA. So, but if you guys have further questions and further comments on slash Vision Labs, please go ahead and just comment down below and in the comment section below. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, so Tukio, thank you very much for the introduction once again, and we are going to 5 questions discussions today. So let's go with our number one questions. So
Cool,
what
cool,
is
cool.
the Slash Vision Labs, and what kind of solutions and problems does it aim to solve and offer to the clients, who probably primary in Japan, also globally?
Great, thanks for the question, Danny. So, as sort of briefly explained before, Slash Vision Labs is a crypto payments project. And it's designed to seamlessly integrate digital assets to everyday transactions. So, we, I guess, all in the crypto space, we're used to having wallets, we're used to bridging, we're used to, I guess, not touching fiat. But it's also really important to understand that that's like, 5%, if that, of the population, right? Normal people, non-degens like us, non-degens, still don't know how to manage, use, and manage or use crypto. And our mission is to kind of bridge that gap between traditional finance and digital currencies, cryptocurrencies, right? Making cryptocurrencies more accessible, secure, and practical for everyone. Meaning, we shouldn't have to worry about seed phrases. We shouldn't have to off ramp crypto and wait for the money to hit in our bank accounts. We shouldn't have to deal with the complex sort of tax complications that come with using crypto. So we solve the problem in the limited real world use cases that crypto has, especially in places like Japan, where crypto regulations are a bit strict. For those of you who might not know, Japan has a very strict regulation around crypto, especially because Mount Gox was a Japanese exchange, and then there was another hacking um, back in 2021, I guess. So, although Japan was one of the first movers in crypto, it was also the first to experience hacks, sort of mishaps in the space. So the government has taken a really, what do you call it, strict stance against it. So the problems of on ramping, off ramping is very, very, very still a very difficult issue, making it hard for anyone else, non-degens, to actually get into crypto itself. Uh, One major example of this is a stable coin, USDC, USDT, not being listed on a Japanese exchange. That for most of you, that's probably like absurd, right? How are you going to off ramp your money if the exchanges don't deal with USDC, USDT, right? Right now, what Japanese people have to do is change your USDT, whatever you have, into, like, I don't know, something like a native ETH, native Matic or something that's accepted. You change that into yen, and then you wait for that yen to hit your bank account. As you can imagine, that is tedious. You lose a lot of trading fees in the process. So it's quite, what do you call it? The entire process of using crypto is very segmented, and we want to be the middleman in there to enable users to use their crypto very easily by offering Japan's first compliant crypto card, allowing users to spend easily and manage their crypto easily, just like Crypto.com does in the States, or Gnosis Pay does in Europe. We're trying to do a similar thing in Japan, and hopefully in similar countries like Korea and Taiwan.
All right. I mean, that's awesome to hear that. Yeah, I'm also based in Japan as well, so I kind of know
Oh,
what's going
nice.
on with all the yeah, regulatory compliance and all that stuff. But yes, it is hard when you actually cash out of cryptos and then just convert it into fiat currency. So. One of the just hardest that we constantly face as a
Yeah,
Japanese, I mean, investors in Japan.
yeah,
But also, yes, P2P is one of the solutions. I think it's currently available technically in Japan also, and around the globe. But you guys offer also slash cards or whatever you call it. Sorry, no, whatever you call it, slash card. That's call it. What's call it? But so what is actually slash card, and why is it a significant innovation in the crypto industry, not in Japan but in the global market?
right. So Slash Card is going to be Japan's first compliant crypto backed credit card. It's a wordful, but it's basically just like a crypto card like available with I guess Binance card, Bybit card, Crypto.com card that enables you as a user to spend your crypto easily. What you usually do is you top up that card account or card wallet address with a stable like USDT or USDC, and whenever you use that credit card, the available balance decreases. So it's a credit card that works like a debit card, and this is typical, right? And I'm sure a lot of you listening have access to some sort of services that do this. The problem with countries like Japan or Korea is that a lot of card issuers don't actually allow Japanese residents to sign up for cards that are issued outside of Japan. They kind of like, there are sort of gray areas, and they enable such a feature through like internal only cards or business cards that are kind of sold as retail cards. But uh, but at the moment, as we speak right now, there are no actual compliant crypto card in Japan at the moment. So like we explained before, it's really hard to use your crypto whenever you want, especially with someone like me or probably a lot of DGens listening in. You're getting paid in stables or you make money trading, right? So it's important that we have ways to spend crypto without going through the whole hassle. So that's the problem that we aim to solve. And I guess the innovation in the crypto industry is not just obviously us, but as the crypto card businesses as a whole, it's kind of starting to boom back again as we look to enter into the bull market. We have a lot of startups like ourselves issuing cards in different regions. I think what's different about this cycle from the other cycles is that we including us are more sort of aware and sort of, what do you call it, forward, or we're more aggressive in actually working with compliance. Back in the day, it was like, oh, DeFi, everyone can use the card and everyone can go wild. No, it's not like that anymore. It's very clear that governments don't like that, regulators don't like that, and for projects like us who rely on sustainable growth and who aims to be the catalyst to mass adoption, it's really important that we work with actual regulatory framework that exists, and and um and and have our project grow, I guess, sustainably. So the real innovation that we are doing is actually not so much on the tech side, but I guess more on the compliance side, to be able to form a architecture or like a product architecture that actually works with strict regulations like that of Japan, like that of Korea, Singapore, etc.
All right, okay, awesome. Thank you very much for answering the questions. So I guess that we can move on to like SVL tokens that you guys offer along
Mm-hmm.
with the slash card. So, well, could you tell me more about this SVL token and also what makes the SVL token unique compared to other your competitors?
Yeah. So SVL is the ticker of our token, stands for Slash Vision Labs. It actually got listed on Gate today, like 15 minutes ago, right when this space started. So everyone, if you're interested, do check us out. But the SVL token is our sort of native utility token for the entire Slash Vision Labs ecosystem and plays a crucial role in driving users' engagement and participation within the ecosystem. And what makes SVL, I guess, unique is the 100% revenue redistribution model, where all revenue generated from our payments products like Slash Card is going to be redistributed back to SVL token stakers in a form of different tokens. We're not going to be giving it out in stables because that will make it what do you call it? Sort of like a profit share. So we're going to be redistributing the profits by buying MNT or Rep BTC and then giving back to the community within the Mantle network. Oh, also the SVO token is on the Mantle network, and Mantle network is one of our big supporters, and we've been kind of building this together. And the only utility really for the SVL token by itself is for you to stake the token, just like you stake CRV within Curve and you earn rewards. The longer and the more you stake it in a similar format, SVL can be staked from 1 week up to 2 years, and the longer and the larger amount that you stake, the more rewards that you get. So these rewards are actually coming from one, like I mentioned before, the revenue generated from the card product, and another is we also allocate 10% of our entire token just for the rewards, and this rewards are given out weekly and also released in a linear basis from the moment of TGE up to 4 years from TGE. So you have a chance to earn these rewards as a token staker. And so these are, I guess, regular rewards. And then we have also irregular rewards where we work with partners like Gate or work with partners like Mental Network, right? Where we just give out airdrop certain amount of tokens with Mental Network. It was MNT based on how much tokens, how much SVLs you're staking, right? So we kind of do a tier breakdown, and if you stake this much for this long period, you are entitled to this amount of rewards. So in short, in conclusion, the SVL token, what it does is we encourage people to stake in exchange for rewards that we can create within the ecosystem moving forward as we enter into the bull run, and then we have more, I guess, transactions happening on the Slash card itself. The Slash card, I forgot to mention, is not yet launched, but it is scheduled to be launched later this year or maybe early next year. So I'm thinking like December, January at the moment. Official announcement to be made soon with the Japanese partner. And once that card is live, all token stakers will have exposure to the transaction fees that we collect. Just for kind of just a ballpark figure, this is nothing concrete. But as credit card fees are anywhere from, probably crypto credit card fees, anywhere from 2.5, 3% to, on the high end, sometimes 5% if you include all the fees that are involved. So imagine, if you have 1 million transactions happening on a weekly basis, you as a token staker have exposure to, let's say 3% of that. $30,000 on a weekly basis given out to the entire ecosystem as fees. So the bigger that we become and the more popular that we become in these countries, the more rewards that you get, the more, I guess, yield is created to you as the token staker. So that's what the SVL does, and that's how how the SVL ecosystem kind of works.
Okay, thank you very much, Tokyo. Just to follow up with questions, you said a slash card is not available yet at the moment. So for the stakers, right now, let's say if I hold this SVL right now and just try to stake it as long as possible, what kind of benefits can I expect at the moment, if there is any, and what other benefits you can expect?
Yeah, for now, token stakers are still entitled to the rewards that are created from the native tokens that we have. So I mentioned 10% is allocated for rewards itself. So that's already put in a different contract address. It will never be moved, and it's given out to the ecosystem on a weekly basis. So you, as a token staker right now, you can gain yield from the rewards that are given in our own native tokens. And right now, the APR is still quite high. It's about 61% right now. I mean, of course, we started at like 300%, but it soon came down. We're kind of at sitting around 60%, 61% right now, and the staking ratio is about 47% of the entire circulation right now.
Okay, that's awesome. And also, let's see. Okay. So for this slash card, just a clarification. Sorry, I'm just like, still sticking with the slash card, but
Yeah, no worries. That's our main product, so that's completely fine.
yeah. I mean, that'll be very beneficial. I mean, like very useful, especially like it would be very helpful, like to not being able, not needing to just using a P2P to just cash out and then just put it into my bank, another bank, transfer into another bank accounts and etc. So, with the slash cards, can you cash out in fiat currency through an ATM or via ATM or through the bank? Would that be
Yeah.
possible?
With the Japanese card, most likely no. So there
Okay.
is, so Japan has all these regulations. This is not non-crypto related, by the way. It's just all like credit cards in general. There are different levels to a credit card, and that the card that we are going for that falls within sort of our regulations is going to be for shopping only.
Okay. How
But
about internationally? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. So, but for the international audience, we are actually are trying to structure this whole thing with a different card sponsor, card issuer outside of Japan. And with those guys, yes, they will be able to use cash out from an ATM. And that card is actually scheduled to be launched sometime around the same time as well. So we'll have a Japan specific card for the Japanese users, and we'll have a standard sort of crypto card, just like you would see with crypto.com for non-Japanese users. So we are mainly targeting a lot of Asian countries that doesn't have, I guess, strict crypto or credit card regulations.
All right, take care. Awesome. Thank you very much for answering the follow-up questions. And also, one more thing before we moving on to the last question. So you guys have already a strong community out there, I'm assuming. Where is your community hanging out at? On the Telegram or Discord? What kind of social media platform you guys have?
But yeah, we're on Telegram, we're on X, we're on Discord, so we've got everything. A lot of our community is in our Telegram and Discord channel. A lot of them are Japanese, right? Because we are a very Japan region focused product, for the reasons I mentioned before. But we are actively expanding our community now. We'll be at KBW Korea Blockchain Week this week, and we'll be at Token 2049, speaking with partners, communities there. So with the card launch happening very soon, we'll be looking to expand our community for anyone interested in Japan, looking to have exposure in Japanese projects. I think we'll be a good community to hang out with, and we'll be able to share you insights on what we see over here outside, and we can compare notes. What you see outside and within Japan. I think crypto scene in Japan still has a lot of potential because, like, I don't know, compared to like a lot of Southeast Asian countries like Vietnam or the Philippines, where crypto adoption's very very high, like 25%, 30% even. Crypto adoption in Japan is still at like 5-6%. Like out of that 5-6%, the people who are regularly on crypto Twitter and touching wallets, doing airdrop stuff, it's probably only half of that. So we want to be the catalyst to onboard these next, I guess the regulars into actually coming into the crypto scene. And one of the best ways for us is to actually make crypto useful, and through this slash card. Just like how crypto.com was a big thing back in 2017 or 2018 or whatever in the States, and it led to a lot of people adopting crypto. We want to be that for Japan. And Japan still the fourth largest economy in the world. A lot of spending power, a lot of money to spend, and people save a lot too. So sort of enabling these users to to be able to use crypto easily, I think will be sort of a, what do you call it, a great opportunity for us, and we're really looking forward to kind of spearheading Japan's crypto journey moving forward.
All right, okay, awesome. Thank you very much. I mean, you guys are going to be could be just the biggest and then the key drivers of the mass achieving the mass adoptions and well, AKA, I guess like turning normal people and the TradFi investor into DJs out here. But
Yeah, yeah,
but
that's the idea. That's the idea. I mean, the Slash card will be connected to wallets, and we'll be airdropping all these different, coins. I think like we can think of these like meme coins or these tokens as almost like points that are given away, like mileage. We're gonna give these users who have never touched crypto, just airdrop them, a bunch of meme coins or whatever, on a weekly basis, and you know it's free money, and it's important for us to let them know that this currency or this token can actually be spent. Might be just coffee, might be just water, but just using that card and having that experience, and using crypto as actual currency, I think it's going to change a lot of people's minds, and turn that switch on within their heads.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I love your vision. So I guess, well, thank you very much for sharing all these. But I guess that we can move on to the last questions that I could for the
Sure.
future growth. And you said, like, as you mentioned, your companies, the projects is are trying to achieve for sustainable growth within the Japan Japanese market and also Southeast Asia and also around the globe. But I guess could you tell us a little bit more about the future plans and future developments, growth that you guys trying to achieve, and how will the SVL token be involved within the ecosystem?
Yeah. Sure. So thanks, Sam. I think this is a really important question, so thank you for that. So kind of recapping, our immediate focus is on expanding the Slash card, or launching the Slash card and expanding the Slash card adoption across Japan and other Asian markets, where we see tremendous potential for growth, as I mentioned before. And we plan to use the Slash card as an introductory gateway for people to come into the crypto space, giving crypto's easy utility. Right. Also, with this Slash card app, we will have a wallet connect, or we'll create a wallet for each and every single user. So everyone that signs up will have a wallet themselves, and then we become through that wallet we become, I guess, a window, or sort of a point of contact for users to connect to just different dApps that are out there, and introduce them to new concepts, not new concepts, introducing to concepts like staking or lending, stuff like that, for them to actually be able to use their crypto for to earn, I guess, to earn yield. I mean, as you know, Japan has one of the lowest interest rates in the world. It was negative until very, very recently, and them raising rates has kind of caused a bit of a momentarily a sort of I guess temporary crash in the ecosystem, but it still remains very, very low, right? So we want to introduce these ideas of creating yield from just having crypto, just stables, through windows like this, and kind of enable users and kind of handhold these new users throughout the dApps, I guess, ecosystem. Not just on our own, we can just be sort of the aggregator and help guide them through their journey, right? By making crypto more easily accessible through this sort of user friendly platform, we again aim to be sort of a catalyst for onboarding the next wave of crypto users, raising crypto adoption from 5% to 10%, 15% even. And once BTC hits 100K or beats all time high and goes to 100K, it's going to be crazy, right? Media is going to be covering it again, and people are going to be wondering, how do we use crypto, and how do we get involved? And we hope to be there to be the leader in the space. Also, we want to kind of maintain our position and our brand as one of Japan's sort of leading Web3 projects or crypto projects out there. Most of you listening, you probably have heard of Aster Network. It's very, very famous, and then also the new Sonium chain. But out of those two projects, these are infrastructures, right? These are networks. I personally don't know other Japanese projects focused on Japan, Japanese users, and Japanese founders. So we hope to be one of the few ways for any user or all users to have exposure to the Japan's crypto landscape, and hopefully it'll be through us.
Awesome. I mean, best of luck with that. And you got you my support as well. As just a Japanese resident out here, but big props to what you guys have done and what you guys trying to achieve. And if you could just share a little bit of the partnerships that you might be able to just disclose that here, if you can, that's fine. Also, is there any alpha for our audiences that you want to share?
Is it partnerships?
Yeah, if there's any partnerships like within the Japan or the global markets, like
Yeah,
with yeah, anything like anything.
sure. So I mentioned Mental Network. They are actually one of our big partners, and we've also kind of gotten their support through grants before. So we've run certain campaigns to onboard Japanese users onto the Mental Network. We also work very closely with Bybit and ZoomX, especially with their user acquisition stuff and user engagement campaigns within Japan. We did get listed on Bybit first, and one of the few reasons was we were crucial in getting new Japanese users onboarded onto the Bybit ecosystem. So that was one of the reasons why we did an IDO within Bybit. So those are, I guess, our big global partners. And within Japan, we actually partnered with JPYC, which is a stable coin ish, a JPY backed stable coin ish. The reason why I say ish is because under the Japanese regulation right now, there is no stable coin that is like accepted or exists yet. And that's why. We also work with a Web2 payment processor, payment acquirer called SoftBank Payments. And we've been trying to work out a way for on ramping, off ramping for merchants that want to use and accept crypto. Uh, on the investor side of things, we have a lot of investments from Japanese VCs, crypto VCs. I'm not going to name them out because you probably don't know them, but a few of them, and we actively work with a lot of different projects that, especially those that want access to Japanese users, Japanese communities. One main announcement that is expected for September is our announcement with the Japanese card issuer. So, we're in the final stages of working things out. I still can't announce it yet, but we'll be announcing a partnership with a card issuer that's been in the game for a long time, and that will be sort of the key driver, I guess, for our SVL token as well as our project moving forward, at least for the rest of the year.
All right, Tokyo, thank you. I mean, Tokyo, thank you very much for sharing this exciting announcement and also partnerships. And also, just to let you guys know, we are moving on to Q&A section soon. But I hope you guys have received a red packets already out there in Get Live room, and also lucky draw winners haven't decided yet, so we haven't picked the winners. So if you guys are here just supporting us, might as well just throw the whatever the emojis you guys have. Yeah, you guys have right at the moment, and also if you guys tell us just why you bullish on SVL, please tell us in the comment section below. It's through the comment icon on the bottom right, hence bottom right side of the screen. Oh my goodness! And also, yeah, SBO token is available to trade, tradable on get.io. So if you guys don't have accounts, please do make create an account today and start just going through the KYC too, so that you will be also might be able to win the $5 reward as well. All right. So Tokyo, thank you very much for answering all these. We can move on to Q&A section from the community. We got 5 questions. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So first questions. Or maybe just let you know, your audience, the audience is we some of the questions, some of the answers might have been touched on by Tokyo already, but like as I said before, these questions are pre-picked before the AMA. So, but just to I guess give you guys a reminders through these questions. So we got a first question coming from Joe next underscore J. The question is, how does the integration of NFTs as a staking keys enhance the utility and value of SVL tokens, and what strategies are being implemented to drive the adoption of SVL tokens among with both individual users and institutional investors, particularly in new and emerging markets? I guess you have touched on this, but could you elaborate on this?
Yeah, sure. So I guess thanks for the question, John X J. I think it's really important. I really like that you guys kind of deep dived already into a white paper and understand how our staking mechanism works. For those of you that don't know, in order for you to stake SVL within our ecosystem, you don't only need SVL, but you also need to have an NFT on the Mantle network. And a lot of people don't, so it's totally okay, because we do provide a free NFT within our ecosystem. But the way it works is you stake SVL using the NFT that you have as sort of a key. So the stake position and a key NFT is always a pair, and that kind of when we integrate these NFT as a key within our ecosystem to significantly enhance the utility and value of SVL tokens as well as NFTs, right? So I know NFTs is like not a thing anymore. I guess people aren't really interested in it, but it's because it doesn't have any utility, right? By us providing these utilities, what we aim to do is to provide unique experiences and reward system and reward boosts based on the different NFTs that you have. So if you stake 100 SVL on NFT A, you might just get exposure to the 100 SVL. But if we're doing a special campaign with Gate and the Gate NFT, if you stake 100 SVL onto the Gate NFT, you might have exposure to 110 SVL staked positions, even though you've only staked 100. So having that 10% boost gives you more rewards and more voting power within the ecosystem. And we aim to expand these partnerships, and we already have different partners like Boso Tokyo, and even we're looking to work with Citizens of Mantle on this to create unique, rewarding experiences for the different types of NFTs that you have. And this is really important for us, not really for the I guess the degens and the native Web3 people, but to onboard the next wave of new users, right? Typically, these new users enter into the crypto scene, touching NFTs, and because it's easier to understand, and they have NFTs from the stores that they go to, from the projects that they've encountered, and we want to kind of I guess create unique rewards based on their previous experiences. And I think what NFTs how NFTs will play a significant role is with the launch of the Slash card. So if you've shopped at I don't know Adidas before and you have an Adidas NFT, you might get a additional cash back once you shop on Adidas, and we'll be able to do that because we'll be connecting your wallet, and we'll also have your KYC data, and we'll also have your spending data. So we'll be able to create very dynamic rewards and loyalty programs or loyalty experiences for the users. So I guess the NFTs are there in order for us to drive adoption. Not just existing users, but for new users. And each NFT or some NFTs that you may have will have differing sort of elements, reward boosts, reward characteristics. And we hope to utilize this NFT ecosystem as a base for us to work with more and more projects out there.
All right, Tokyo. Thank you very much for answering this question. So we got four more questions to go. Number two question coming from Black Death 2796, 96. The question is, what role does the mental networks native token MNT play in slash Vision Labs ecosystem, and how does it benefit the SVL time lock NFT holders?
Sorry, can you repeat the last part? I got disconnected there.
Yes, sir. Well, let me just read through it again once again from the beginning. So, what role does the mental network's native token (MLT) play
Ah,
in playing in the Slash Vision ecosystem, and also how does it benefit SVL time lock NFT holders?
right. So as for those of you again, just to kind of re-explain, SVL time lock NFT is just like the Uniswap V3 LP NFT that shows you that is a proof of your stake position. Think of it as the same way. So if you stake SVL, you get a time lock, what we call a time lock NFT that represents your stake position. Um, and so Mantle Network's MNT token plays an important role in our ecosystem, particularly in supporting the infrastructure and operations of the platform. For SVL time lock NFT holders, MNT offers additional benefits in addition to the native token rewards that we create. So I explained, way before where we're using a lot of the revenue or the protocol revenue to redistribute it back to into the ecosystem. How we're actually going to do that is all of the USDT or the stables that we collect from our protocol, we're going to be using it to buy up MNT tokens. And then we'll be redistributing MNT tokens to our ecosystem holders. So you, as a token staker or a time lock NFT holder, you on a weekly basis, you can get rewards in both MNT tokens as well as SVL tokens. So that's the role Mental Network's MNT token plays. This could change with a vote. It could turn into maybe WBTC. It might be maybe METH, right? Mental ETH. Yeah, but that's sort of MNT is sort of the default setting at the moment.
All right, okay. Thank you very much for answering this, and let's move on to number three questions coming from Mona Lisa 90. Can you share details about the upcoming SPL token release schedule? And additionally, what strategies are in place to enhance the benefits for long-term token holders? And how do you plan to encourage community members to remain engaged and committed over time?
Sure. So the token allocation and the token vesting schedule is all on Gate.io's like SVL's startup page. I guess if you can post a link, please do so. Um, it's all on there. But the upcoming SVL token schedule has been like carefully planned, and we ensure a balanced approach to making sure tokens get circulated in a balanced manner, and then we can maintain price stability as well as stability within the ecosystem. And the next token unlock that is going to be happening is going to be at the end of December. So from now to until end of December, there's no major token unlocks for investors, teams, or anybody. The certain unlocks that could happen is maybe like the promotional stuff that people do with maybe like with like Gate right now, where we're giving away certain amount, but that's gonna be small amounts, and yeah. So there's not a lot of selling pressure until end of December, which is good for us, and it gives us time for us to prepare and announce things like slash card and launch things like slash card so that we can have a solid user base and solid foundation for the token when investors tokens vest, I guess. And I guess the second question is like, what strategies did I have in place to enhance benefits for long-term token holders? That's already within the tokenomics, I guess, or the token ecosystem design, where the longer you stake and the more you stake your SVL tokens, the more rewards you have, or the more voting power you have within the ecosystem, which means the more rewards you get within the ecosystem. So the long-term holders, long-term commitment guys are the people that are getting the large portion of the SVL and the MNT that we'll be giving out. We also have a product feature called the discount pool, where we're actually enabling investors to pull their unvested tokens and enabling retail users to take position in a staked enabling users to be able to buy and stake SVL directly from the investors, invested portion, so that and oh, sorry, let me repeat that again. So we're creating a discount pool where we enable investors to pool their unvested tokens for them to be able to sell to retail users before the vesting period. And then for the user side, they can buy these tokens and stake these tokens at a discount from the market price. So it's almost like an OTC or like a P2P thing from investors to retail users. What that allows us to do is create benefit for both sides. Users to be able to purchase tokens for the long term and stake them at a cheaper price. For investors to be able to sell the tokens before they vest, and for all of us outside of that relationship, it creates a sort of a balanced and sort of what do you call it? Yeah, a balanced chart or yeah, price action, because we're not going to be facing sudden sell off immediately at the time of vesting. So we do have a lot of these things in place, and we plan to sort of implement and introduce more different concepts so that we can ensure that everyone stays happy and we don't have sudden price fluctuations either on the upside or the downside.
All right. I mean, that's a unique approach. I guess both retail users, I mean, retail holders and the investors, that they can access to token at a cheaper price, a discounted price, and also investors, institutional investors, or just whoever, just city investors, whoever that is, that are trying to sell the tokens, they can sell it without affecting the market price and the liquidity pool and stuff like that. So that's a unique approach that you guys are taking. So let's move on to the next questions. This is coming from Caucus underscore 12. What is the ultimate vision of SVL slash Vision Labs? How does the project aim to impact the Web3 space and the broader digital economy? How does this SVL also plan to stay relevant as the Web3 space evolves and the new technologies and competitors emerge? Is there any AI integrations?
Got it. Got it. That's a loaded question, so I'll try to tackle it one by one. So the ultimate vision of us slash Vision Labs is to become the leading gateway into the Web3 space by making crypto more accessible, practical, and user friendly for everybody. So I kind of explained this before, but we aim to bridge the gap between TradFi and digital assets by first starting with enabling seamless transactions and fostering widespread adoption. In the broader digital economy, we intend to be a catalyst for the next wave of adoption. Like I mentioned before, when crypto adoption in Japan becomes from 5% to 10%, we hope to be that catalyst. And this is going to be done through our main product, which is Slash Card. That's happening very, very soon. The AI side of things, of course, there are discussions that are happening internally in order for us to utilize and leverage AI to make the Web3 experience better. However, I'm not going to go out and say, we have all this in the roadmap. I don't know that AI and Web3 is like a really a thing just yet, right? I mean, there are protocols out there like Near and what do you call it, like Arweave, that have all these visions, but it's still a very early stages, right? However, when the Slash Card launches and we have a solid user base and we have a solid foundation of users using and spending their crypto, we'll be able to have, we'll be the only company in Japan that will have, one, users KYC data, two, users wallet addresses and their wallet activities, and three, their spend data. So no company right now has all these three data points, and the data that we collect from there will be able to offer unique loyalty programs, unique sort of reward systems that is specifically customized for that user. And for us to design a unique experience, I think we'll need to leverage AI to do that, and to analyze users' sort of behaviors, characteristics to create the best user experience for everybody. So that is in a discussion. It's definitely not on the roadmap just yet, but these are the things I guess we're thinking about. We once we become sort of the catalyst and the point of contact for the new users to come into the crypto space, we hope to leverage AI to provide sort of a tailored custom user experience based on their characteristics, behaviors, and their spend data.
All right, okay, thank you very much. Okay, so running out of time, let's go into now last questions that coming from whoa, Marinel. So Marginal 79. Sorry if I may not mispronounce your name, but the question is, what are the biggest challenges faced by the SVL token projects, and what strategy do you plan to implement to overcome these challenges?
Right. So for us, one of the biggest challenges that we face as a project is navigating the complex regulatory landscape, also the ever-changing landscape, particularly in Japan. As I mentioned before, it's really important that we ensure that the compliance is there while innovating and growing. In a tightly regulated environment such as Japan. So, in order to overcome this, we had to kind of redesign how the typical slash card business model is built, and we kind of renovated from ground up with and relying on local partners to make sure we cover all of the licenses and all of the parts that we cannot do alone. So we are working with the Japanese card issuer. We're working with a Japanese money mover. They both have respective licenses to operate in this way, and where we come in as on the crypto side with the Web3 side of things. So creating that unique architectures just for the Japanese for the environment in Japan has been the most difficult part. But we're done with that. Now we're not done with it. We've kind of overcome this hurdle, and we're at the end of finalizing contracts and finalizing announcements and whatnot. So the barrier to entry to do a crypto card in Japan is very, very high. Don't know if you know, there's a lot of companies that have actually tried to launch in Japan, and they haven't succeeded just yet because of not only just the regulations in Japan, but also the company regulations or the company rules that Visa and MasterCard has. I think Crypto.com actually had an office briefly here, but they've given up and they've retreated. So, because the barrier to entry is so high and we need such a unique approach to providing the service, that's what gives us the advantage as the first mover in the space. Another challenge is driving mass adoption in market. Crypto hasn't grown in Japan much from 2020 and pre 2020 days. So we definitely need a catalyst, right? A strong catalyst to get us to the double digit adoption percentages. And I think the crypto card is a very easy to understand, very easy to use application that's going to be play a significant role in driving that adoption. So these two things are the difficulties that we are facing every day, and we look to overcome. But I think once we overcome these two hurdles, the opportunities are and the potential is limitless.
All right, Tokyo, thank you very much. I guess you have answered all these questions from a community. Once again, thank you very much for answering all these, taking a lot of time out of your busy days. But is there any last word you want to share with our audience before I let you go?
Yeah, so thank you guys for listening in. We just got listed on Gate, and this is only the beginning for us. We're now on Bybit, MEXC, I think ZoomX, and Gate.io, and we're going to be expanding to different exchanges especially regional exchanges like Japan, very very soon. So there's going to be a lot more catalysts for positive price action moving forward, like the announcement of the Slash card, launch of the Slash card, us getting listed into Japan. These things are still yet to come. We'll be announcing them as they come. So please do. You guys are here listening to me talk right now, and hope it's not the end. And you continue to kind of learn about us and continue to reach out to see what we're up to. So thank you for your time, and do stay tuned for what's to come.
All right, Tokyo. Thank once again. Thank you very much, and huge congratulations on TGN and listing on the gates. And good luck with the future developments. Yeah, within the ecosystem, and also, thank you very much for listening into this Slash Vision Labs AMA with the Gate.io, and congratulations on those for those questions repeat, and also whoever's receiving the red packets. Oh yeah, and one more thing. So lucky draw winners, we might have selected it, but you might have still a chance. So might as well just throw in as many emojis as possible. And thank you very much for commenting us and questions and comments in the comment section. We got 1,810 comments, and thank you very much. And you guys are always crazy and lovely and caring. Thank you very much. And also, if you happen to be to win any of the campaigns, except for red packets, you guys users, I mean winners will be rewarded, and I mean receiving the rewards within the 14 days, 14 business days. So, and also you guys have to submit your user ID within the 24 hours after posting the winners announcements for the winners. So make sure to be stay tuned and also be patient. Some of you guys might have received sooner than others, but you guys will should be receiving the rewards within the 14 days. So please be patient and appreciate your everything. I mean, for support and love. All right. I guess. Okay. So I guess we are wrapping up this AMA. Once again, Tokyo, thank you very much, and thank you guys, thank you all guys for listening to this special AMA with the Slash Vision Labs with the Get.io. Make sure to follow us, Get Live official accounts, Get.io official accounts in Tokyo, and also Slash Vision Labs official accounts. And if you guys want to join in the community, please go ahead and join the Telegram community and or Discord community. Also, might as well join Gay official community as well on the Telegram. All right. So I'll be there as well. Just tell us, just give us a what's up, and just yeah, that's it. All right, just say hi. All right, thank you guys, and hope you guys have wonderful days and night, afternoon, wherever you guys are, and we'll see you in the next AMA. All right, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Tokyo. Bye.